Huagou, Mingliang, and a few like together in the alley, talk and laugh when they are free. Huagou and Mingliang have worked in the city, they have seen and known a lot, and don't care about Amu at all. When Amu is among them, he's completely like peeing in the Yangtze River, not much with him, not little without him. But after Huagou and Mingliang have finished the talking, they always bring the topic to Amu and Meixiang. Meixiang is the wife of the village chief, a woman in the town who is more than 10 years younger than the village chief. Huagou asked, Amu, have you missed Meixiang these days? Amu said very seriously, I have. Mingliang asked, where missed her? Amu blinked and looked at his arm and then looked at his feet, can't tell where of him missed. Mingliang said, do you want to sleep with Meixiang? Amu said, I do. Huagou asked again, do you know how to sleep with her? This time Amu was completely stumped. Then someone dragged Amu to the place where Meixiang had stood in the morning, used the branch to draw Meixiang's figure on the ground, and asked Amu to take his thing out of his crotch and pee at Meixiang's figure. Huagou asked, do you know how to sleep? Amu said, I do. Tell me. Amu said, pee at her. Everyone laughed wildly. Amu can't tell jokes, only tells the truth. But most of his big truth can achieve Zhao Binshan's comedic effect. Many people know that their wives have been slapped by the village chief, and they are often being guilty in bed. They bravely imagine their wives as Meixiang, but such big talks as sleep with Meixiang are absolutely impossible to say. Everyone laughed very happily after hearing what Amu said. They called Amu the Zhao Binshan in village, but Amu, the farmer's son, would not repeatedly emphasize that he is the farmer's son like Zhao Binshan, so Amu could not be Zhao Binshan, but only a drama artist in the village. If Huagou asks Amu and Meixiang to sleep again at this time, Amu won't be far from losing his temper. The person who just finished urinating can't finish at all. As soon as you urge, Amu becomes anxious, and a very anxious light will appear in the big eyes that are far apart. The left eye light and the right eye light won't gather. Amu sighed and said viciously, Piss your mothers! After putting down these words, Amu turned around and left. Huagou, Mingliang, and a few laughed even more happily with his left, but they would not disperse immediately. They were waiting, and it would not take long for Amu to go home. This is often the case. Without a cigarette time, Amu went home with anger. Amu kicked the wooden door open, stood murderously in the middle of the patio, closed his eyes, and shouted loudly, I want a wife, and get a wife for me. Then Amu's old dad, a widowed chicken breeder, would get out of the chicken coop, crumbled, and whisper in a pleading voice, Amu, I have asked a lot of people, but the girls refused. Who do you want me to ask? Amu didn't care about his dad's saying. Amu grumbled and said, I don't care, as long as it's a woman. After Amu loses his temper, every sentence is a joke, in crosstalk a drama. Every sentence he says causes laughs outside of the fence. Even if Amu says this every day, everyone still laughs like this every day. That's what good scripts are, and that's what a good actor is. Never tired of listening and never tired of watching. Where there is Amu, there is a stage. As long as there is a stage, the village must be happy and joyful.